It's the Tribute to the Troops special edition of SmackDown live from Providence, Rhode Island. We kick off the show with Santos Escobar against Dragon Lee, the first match of the United States Championship Invitational. This is the tournament that Logan Paul pitched to get him a new challenger. Dirty Dom comes to ringside. He defends the NXT North American Championship against Dragon Lee at NXT Deadline. Santos gets Lee with the Phantom Driver and picks up the win to advance in the tournament. Dom mocks Dragon and spits in his face before walking out. Backstage in Nick Aldis' office, he gets a visit from Randy Orton. Randy pays his fine for RKOing Aldis last week and complains about having to team with LA Knight tonight. Orton claims he doesn't know who LA Knight is, which I find hard to believe. I'm sure the fans will remind him whose game it is later tonight. Aldis explains that both men want the Bloodline and he wants to see the match. Aldis looks closer at the check and points out the fine was 50k, but the check says 100k. Orton tells him that's to pay the next one as well. A great line to end the segment. A funny segment between the two, but now I'd like to take the time to encourage you to subscribe and support the channel. Subscribing, liking and commenting on the videos help, but the best way to help is to watch more videos, so check out the channel and my other videos too. Cody Rhodes is here. He had to for Tribute to the Troops. He's the most American man of all time. Cody says what Tribute to the Troops means to him before introducing a drill team who do some cool stuff. Bobby Lashley is here to take on Karrion Kross. Again, it's the US Championship Invitational time. Between this and the Continental Classic on AEW, I feel like I'm always covering tournaments. After a short match, Lashley hits the spear and gets the win. When they announced Lashley as a former Marine, it was a guarantee he was winning. Lashley will face Santos Escobar in the next round. Backstage, Bayley apologises to Damage Control for disobeying orders last week and coming out to help Kairi Sane. The apology is accepted as Bayley offers to stay in the back for Asuka vs Charlotte later tonight. Damage Control agree but say they'll all be out at ringside for the match, leaving Bayley on her own. Up next, CM Punk returns to SmackDown. He even takes the time to high-five some fans on the way to the ring. He conveniently touches a World Championship replica belt. Interesting to see if that means anything down the road. Punk discusses his future, saying he's not sure whether he'll sign for Raw or SmackDown, but he knows what he wants at Royal Rumble. He wants to throw 29 superstars over the top rope and point at a massive sign. He wants to win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania. Punk then turns his attention to Roman Reigns, who he insults for never being there. Punk acknowledges the tribal chief, but reminds him who the OG Paul Heyman guy was. He debated whether he wants to chill with Jey Uso on Raw or scrap Jimmy Uso on SmackDown. If he comes to SmackDown, he'll need some backup against the Bloodline, but can he trust Randy Orton or LA Knight? He then turns his attention to KEVIN Owens, saying the two can't get along because they're too alike. Punk also jokes that he doesn't want to work with someone who randomly punches people in the face backstage. It's 2023, you can't get away with that. Somewhere out there, the elite Tony Khan and Jack Perry are fuming. Punk finally gets to Seth Rollins, saying he's not wasting his time on Seth, as Seth isn't even the man in his own household. Monday on Raw, Punk will decide his fate between Raw, SmackDown and NXT and finish his story by main eventing WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair is here next. She takes on Asuka in singles action. Asuka is accompanied by Damage Control, but Mia Yim and Zelina Vega show up to attack Io and Kairi to send them up the ramp. Bianca Belair and Shotzi also show up to send Io and Kairi scurrying as Damage Control's number advantage is cut. Charlotte gets stage. Nick Aldis hands CM Punk his SmackDown offer and tells him to read it over. Aldis leaves as Cody Rhodes comes in. Cody welcomes Punk back but points out that for Punk to finish his story, he must win the Royal Rumble, as does Cody. They shake hands and go their separate ways. CM Punk then goes to wish Randy Orton and LA Knight good luck. Orton asks if LA Knight is ready, to which he replies, yeah. Main event time, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa face off against the megastar LA Knight and the Viper Randy Orton. We end the show with Orton and Knight shaking hands and celebrating together.